Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Banished. Alright, we left off last time with our town falling apart yet again. And thanks to some of the viewers that left me some comments, I think, well, I'm not entirely sure what some of the problems may be, but I've got a pretty good idea of a couple. Thanks to Maurice Salis for telling me about education. I think part of our problem with the tools is that uneducated workers aren't as proficient or productive, I guess. So we're not producing as much. And one of the other issues, and I mean, you can kind of see it here. This isn't bad with how many houses are here, but it kind of speaks to travel time. And I think where we are drawing out iron from this mine, I mean, in the last episode, I did plop down this blacksmith here, and I think that's good. And we've got this blacksmith here, which is also very close. Like, this iron's going to come out of here, and it's going to be stored somewhere around here. So, excuse me a second. Okay, so for example, this blacksmith that's over here, like, this blacksmith is really far away from where the iron is being extracted from. And maybe one day when we've got a mine over here in these mountains, it'll be a better spot, but I mean, I just don't know. We've got a marketplace here, and you can see that there's 5 iron. So this market vendor will go and grab things to bring here. So I don't know. I mean, part of me thinks that I should close this one down and just have all of our blacksmiths over here close. But I feel like these 3 blacksmiths are close enough. And it's like, okay, well, we could add more blacksmiths, but we aren't producing really enough iron to support more blacksmiths. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the education. We've got this one turned back on, but you can see we're nearly full. The schools can only hold 20 students. We have 57 children, only 20 of which can be educated, and the other ones will continue to be uneducated. I don't know, but let's give it a try. I think maybe we build a schoolhouse over this way. We'll build one there. I've got a lot of people here, so I should probably have another one in here. I think it's very crowded. Or we could just put it over here. Yeah, we'll just put it right there. How much do those even cost? 16 iron and 16 stone. We just don't have the resources. There's a merchant here. I'm gonna pause it again and see if there's anything we can buy to help us out. It was also mentioned in the comments, and it was a good suggestion because I hadn't thought of this. Like I've been storing mutton and venison in the trader for trading because it sells for 3 apiece, and most other food sells for 1. Like for example, like we could buy this cabbage and it only costs 1, so we could trade venison or mutton for cabbage and basically get 3 times the food. So if we're hurting for food, we might do that. I can't remember the way things were trending the last time we played. I kind of feel like we were trending downwards, but maybe not. I'm going to keep a close eye on that, but for now I'm kind of more concerned with our tools situation. Tools and getting like educated workers. We're also been hurting on firewood. I feel like I have enough woodcutters. I mean we've got 6. I honestly feel like that's a lot. And they hadn't been, for years, hadn't even been making a dent in our log stores. Maybe that's because they're not producing enough firewood, I don't know. And just as I suspected, our commenter, kind of looked into it for me and found out that the stone houses do in fact use less firewood, which is what I thought. Hence why through this entire playthrough I've thought it strange that we're running low on firewood when we have a huge amount of stone homes. And I started building stone homes from the start of this play series, thinking that that would kind of, be a shortcut towards being in a better spot as far as fuel goes. But unfortunately, that has not been the case. Alright, well, we'll see what happens when our schools get finished, and unfortunately I wouldn't be surprised if it takes a while to get them built because we just don't have the resources. Okay, so our food is definitely trending downwards, and maybe more of a trend in that it seems to be plummeting downwards. And of course our food merchant left. Alright, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Needs the iron. We're definitely hurting. Okay, well there's a whole bunch here. I don't know if they're gonna come out and collect it right away. Might as well just come down here and get every bit that we can. Maybe I should have built one school at a time to conserve the resources. Yeah. Oh well, they're almost done. Alright, the one thing that I think we've got an overabundance of is wool and coats. So one thing we've got going for us is our sheep. We have lots of sheep producing lots of wool and lots of mutton. Looks like our cow population is growing. That's awesome. So I'm just going to keep trading wool coats like crazy just for everything we need. Like, I shouldn't have let that food merchant leave, because yeah, we're straight up running out of food. And part of that just comes from it's been a while since I played last, and I couldn't remember how dire our food situation was. But you can see in just like how long have I had the game unpaused, maybe 5 minutes, and we've gone from 6,000 to under 2,000 food. We're going to be out of food in about 3 seconds. Again. Till our population goes, like, dies off again, and then I'm gonna try and straighten it out, but I'm already forgetting what in the heck I'm doing. So we're at 50. I'm gonna put it up to 100. Are we making hide coats? Yeah, we are. Alright, I'm gonna sell those primarily. That's what we're gonna use to trade with, because it's really the only thing we've got a good handle on. It was also recommended that I build more gatherers. I kind of felt like gatherers were sort of like an early game food source, but it turns out that line of thinking is incorrect. That they continue to produce a large amount of food, especially if you can put them, if they can share a dense forest with your foresters. Now I know, like, plopping it down right here and having it take up space that this forester could be planting forest, you know, same with this hunter being here, like, takes up, you know, forestry space, which takes up food gathering space. But this is just what we're gonna do. So we're gonna build that as well. See, our log numbers are going down. Food is just about out. Is anyone gathering iron? No, too far away. Would help to have a road through here, but wait, what's happening? I don't want that to be built. Darn, I didn't know that was there being built. We don't need that right now. I feel like maybe I could add some more. Got 20 people in here. This game is definitely finicky. I've said it before. There's like a sweet spot, and if you go wrong somewhere, it can just completely capsize, and your town just turns to garbage, which has happened to us here. I definitely made some mistakes. I wasn't paying attention to travel distance, as I was like, oh, let's like expand over here, and I mean, I don't think that this is a bad layout for our town. I mean, I honestly think that it's quite good, actually, but I think the education thing hurt us by not educating early. But that just stems from a lack of knowledge on my part. I'm not really understanding how important education is. I was just concerned with getting out laborers faster. Alright, let's see what this trader has. Nothing that we want. I mean, I could buy steel tools. I mean, I absolutely should do that. Just whatever we can. $13.50 these sell for 10 a piece. Means I can buy 135 of them. Let's do it. I could honestly care less about the fuel and people being able to heat their homes right now. Really don't care about that. I care about the food. I care about the tools. And our lack of resources, getting our numbers back up. I think to get our numbers back up, we have to get the tools, or we have to get the education up so that people work more effectively. So once those tools get spread out, hopefully that'll help. Yeah, look at the number going down. That's good. And it's only going to last for so long. And then they're going to need new tools again. So let's see. We've got one of our schools finished. So let's add a teacher. I want to make sure that we're adding gatherers. I would like to prioritize this. Look at that, our tools numbers went down to 0. I actually didn't expect that to happen. Even though I bought more tools than citizens that were missing tools, I kind of didn't expect it to remedy that quickly. So this is our chance to kind of, you know, get ahead, get our blacksmiths to build this number up. In fact, I don't want to limit them. I'm just going to set that to a high number so they just keep making tools. Now I know the steel tools are the better tools, and I'm not making steel tools, I'm making iron tools, but that's because I don't have the resources. We need coal. I mean, we'll get there, but just not right now. How are we doing? Okay, we got our third school up. Put a teacher in there. So we can get up to 60 students now. Again, I can care less about the cold. If some people die, that's okay. We need to kind of stabilize again. This gathering hut is taking a while. We need more stone. There's nobody working there. There's nobody working there. We don't have stone, so We need to open this and put a few people in it just so that we're producing some. Hopefully these steel tools will help people's effectiveness with working, and we'll get all of this cleared even though we don't have enough farmers. Ooh, they are dropping like flies though. We're almost out of, oh, we're out of laborers. Gatherer was not able to be replaced, that's not good. Well, we're gonna get the achievement pretty darn quick for filling up graveyards, that's for sure. We already lost one of our teachers. Awesome. What? We'll just make do. What do we got here? Seed merchant. Nope. We don't want that. Now, commenters also said that the different types of food do matter in Banished, and I did not know that. It's not emphasized as part of the way the game plays, the way it is in Farthest Frontier, where diet is, you know, you can see it in the UI, like you don't see it here. But supposedly it really only affects the health of citizens, which is another area that for right now I could honestly care less about. Like, we need to be able to feed people something instead of nothing. Of course, I don't know like why our food is going up and people are dying of starvation. It's like, eat the food. Eat the food that's coming in. Whatever, we'll get the population down to where it should be. And go from there. I feel like it's always winter. Maybe what we can do is we can start closing some of these up. Because we don't need them. I mean, we do need them, but we don't need to be overproducing. So now that we've lost like 70 lives in the matter of 2 minutes, we don't need to produce food for 200 people when we've only got 150. I don't know, we haven't even looked at how to fill in what we've lost. Like, I think we need to keep the gatherer numbers up. The marketplace person would be nice. Total number of jobs available, 24, and we have 1 person. Well, I didn't expect any of this to be a quick fix, and it certainly isn't going to be. We've got to get the education numbers up, that's the thing. Let's take out some minors and put those teachers back in so we can get kids in school. Take some of the minors out, put it back in gathering. Gotta keep the gatherer numbers up. Gotta keep the food numbers up. Oh, we got another trader. Seed merchant again. So I could buy wheat to make beer. Beer makes people happy, but I don't care about the happiness right now. We've got other problems. We're out of tools again, so that number is starting to creep up again. Oh, we only have one blacksmith. That would explain it. Nomads have arrived. 16 allow. That helps us. I'm gonna try and stick them all into food. Not going well. Food merchant. See if buying all that food will help stave off the apocalypse. As soon as these farmers are done, I'm going to turn off more of these farms because you can see like they don't have the amount of workers to get all the food before winter hits. I mean, this food isn't dying even though there's snow on the ground, and I think normally it would. So I'm just going to turn these off, and then we'll focus our food efforts in other areas like gatherers. Something that's more year-round, whereas the fields can produce a lot of food, but it's very rocky. Like through the winter and the spring there's no food, and then all of a sudden in autumn when we harvest there's a whole bunch of food. Even after buying all that food, we still have people dying of starvation. You're too far away. Woodcutters, only one. Forestry is decimated. Only 5 people left to do that. So this is where we're going to run into trouble with the education, because now we need laborers, we need workers, and school is just going to make it take longer for children to become working adults. But hopefully it'll be worth it. We just got an influx of nomads, and we desperately need some more. Storage for produced goods is near capacity. How? According to this, we have no food. We used to be able to store like 20,000 food. Yeah, there's nothing in that one. Storage for produced goods. It's because there's just a ton of wool. Wool and leather are literally taking up all the space. Huh. Okay, we'll build another one there. I guess we need more tailors. Wool, hide. Oh, we have 0 builders and 0 laborers, so that storage barn won't get built. More tools. Because of our lack of tailors, we haven't really been able to recoup our coat numbers, which is why our storage barns are filled with wool. Maybe what I should do is sell our wool too. We could definitely use some more tools. I mean, for only 2 more for steel. No, I'm obviously not doing the math in my head. I'm just hitting buttons. If our trader can get 1 thing of wool here, we can make it nice and even. I don't want to risk it. I'm just gonna... See, there's nowhere for the food to go. Food numbers are not really climbing. Oh, we don't have a trader anymore. this school is too far away. Yeah, we'll do that one. It's closer to the majority of the houses. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I started this series trying to grow population, see how high we can get it. I don't think that there are any achievements for going backwards. As now we're back down to about 100 people. Yeah, I've definitely built cities of like 300 or 400 people before. But at some point with this one, yeah, I used to have a strategy a long time ago where I would build the schools right away, try and just, catch the children early in the game. And so that way, like, just if you can get over that hump and with your production, that you can afford to have the children in school for like 3 extra years, then they come out educated, and everybody comes out educated. And I think that is just a better, like a stronger way to play, is to try and get educated workers or people as quickly as possible. Well, I don't know. I wanted to stick with this and try and get it to, turn itself around. But I gotta say, I'm pretty demoralized. I sort of feel like when you get to some place like this, it's when you start a new town and you just like start over because you screwed this one up. But I don't want to start a new town. So what I may do is I may run this offline a bit. Like, we're starting to get some educated young people becoming laborers, and we're still having children being born. We're still getting new students. We're up to 5 laborers. So, like, this may be turning around slowly, but, it turned around a couple of episodes too, and actually just the population skyrocketed. Ballooned out of control again, and as we saw in this one, then the population crashed again. So maybe by shutting down these farms, we'll kind of get our numbers back down to a more manageable amount for this population size, and we'll try and grow a bit more uniformly and educated. This time around we'll keep the schools open and have educated workers, and we'll see what happens. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it for me on this one. I'm going to stick with it. I may run it and play a little bit offline because I hate having these episodes just like I'm moving backwards rather than forwards, and I'm sure you guys don't appreciate watching that every episode and screaming at your computer at all the things that I'm not doing or that I'm not seeing, but you know, let me know in the comments if you're seeing stuff that I'm not doing. You know, the couple of people that commented on my last episode helped out a lot in letting me know some things that I wasn't paying attention to. The education being a big one. So yeah, leave me some comments and let me know what you would do differently or what you think my next step should be. You know, I think we're at a good point right now where population's back down low. We're at a point where we're about to turn this around. Now I just need to make sure that this time when the population grows, that we don't let it get out of control. So yeah, let me know. And thanks so much for watching. I will we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.